It's time for another tale from the glass-guarded world. Ashley plays Terradane, the human fighter. Josh is Zartok, the tiefling wizard. And Gaston, the rogue and bard. Jessica is Coral Petricor, the Genasi druid. Mama Sass, the half-orc bard and barbarian. And Symphonia, the summoned Pegasus. Chris plays Aster Fortuna, the half-drow rogue and bard extraordinaire. We've really gone and done it this time. The Glass Guardians volunteer for a dangerous mission. A Laverian's coalition army assaults the walls of Arta Laravella from outside. Zartok searched the city for a Neogi Great Old One using his arcane eye spell. He found 2 of the creatures in an old temple, guarded by Neogi and Umber Hulks. Now the heroes have teleported themselves straight into a fight with the creatures. They just have to cause enough damage and chaos to distract the Neogi and give the army a fighting chance. Oh, and ideally, the heroes would also survive the fight.
You have appeared in the Temple of the Seldarine, right next to a great old master, a shuddering, quivering mass of tortured Neogi flesh. Zartok teleported in with Coral, Aster, and Terra, as well as 3 elven warriors, Ethelando, Theodre, and Terranoth, as well as Symphonia the Pegasus. By the way, Symphonia is a large creature, not a medium creature, so I have adjusted things accordingly. I had her as medium before for some reason, but now she is large. You're on the northern side of the room, with Terra next to the huge Neogi monster. To the south is another great old master, as well as 2 Neogi and an Umber Hulk. Zartok knows there are also more Umber Hulks and another Neogi outside. We're about to get into combat and roll initiative, but first, I need to collect a piece of information that will become relevant shortly. Coral, you know that you have a fervent follower somewhere nearby. You may remember that when we did the skill challenge thing, one of the things that you got was a minion, a follower.
Yes.
Ooh.
I think we decided on cleric. Well, obviously cleric.
Yep, cleric. You need to all, as a group, decide on a race, ancestry, species, whatever you want to call it.
Oh.
Pick one.
I mean, I guess it could be anything if there are slaves here.
Could be anything. You can pick whatever you want. You can do human, elf, Aarakocra, Goliath, turtle, whatever you think would be fun.
A kobold.
A kobold?
I was thinking Eric Cocker would be fun, but Cobalt is cool too.
Oh, there are so many.
There are so many.
There are so many.
Aarakocra, Azamar, Astral Elf, Autognome, Bugbear, Dragonborn, Dwarf Elf, Furbolg, Genasi, Gith, Gnome, Goblin, Goliath, Hadazi, Half-Elf, Half-Orc, Halfling, Hobgoblin, Human, Kenku, Kobold, Lizard Folk, Orc, Plasmoid? Oh, that's from Spelljammer. Basically, that's a Dralocite. Tabaxi, Thrycreen, Tiefling, Turtle, Triton, Verdun, or Yuan-Ti.
Gnome sounds good, also.
I don't know. We've had a lot of gnomes with the guys from Benorthen.
This is true.
Benorthen, yeah.
That's true. But thematically, it makes sense.
You pick whatever you want.
I don't know. Anybody else have any opinions? Thoughts?
I mean, it's your follower.
Yeah.
I think this is a group decision, though. Let's go Cobalt. We haven't seen a lot of Kobolds.
Okay. There was Spelok and his
That's true.
group.
I wasn't
yeah,
there for
not
that.
since then.
I wasn't there
That's
for
true.
that either, but I was also joking.
Spelok no longer worships the dragon.
They've
now
forsaken the
worships.
dragon.
So we have now selected Coral's follower. Let's roll for initiative.
Oh.
I have a question before we do that. Can I give myself inspiration?
Oh, good question. Yeah, sure.
Cool. I would like to not roll at disadvantage on initiative.
Okay.
So I'm going to give myself an inspiration so that I can roll initiative straight.
Okay. Cool. All right. I've already rolled all the monsters' initiative and the Elven Warriors.
Come on. I want to be high.
Oh, shoot.
Nope.
How do I play this game?
Has everybody got their number?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
Aster, what did you get?
25.
And we'll have Symphonia go on your turn. Zartok, what'd you get?
12.
Coral?
A whopping 8.
Yikes.
Yeah, not going at the top.
And Teradane?
18.
Okay.
Do we get a surprise round?
You do. Although, okay,
Yes.
technically in 5e, you're not supposed to say surprise round, right?
You're not?
So,
Yeah.
no, you're not supposed to say for surprise round.
What are you supposed to say?
You're supposed
Sneak
to roll
up?
for initiative, and then whatever order you're in is what happened.
Oh.
The bad guys just have like the surprise condition, and so they don't get a turn the first round of initiative.
Oh, okay. Is that a thing?
I don't think
believe-
anyone's policing this.
I am.
And if they are, listeners, stop.
I am.
Feels like the same thing as a surprise round,
It's
though.
all just terminology, I think.
Yeah, basically, it's a round in which the other side can't take an action or move, and they can't take a reaction until the end of that turn, which is effectively a surprise round,
Yeah.
but you're not supposed to say that.
Terminology.
Anyway,
Is Peso going to sue you or something?
well, this is Wizards of the Coast, not Paizo.
Yeah, but I mean, is it surprise round?
Trademarked or something? No.
Yeah.
No, and if it were, it would be a Wizards of the Coast trademark and not Paizo. Although, interesting side note, you correctly pronounced the word Peso, although no one pronounces it that way. Peso is the Greek word for I play, and that's the correct pronunciation in modern Greek. Everyone says Paizo for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, what can
I
I,
don't
say?
know.
I'm a natural, so.
Yeah.
If you change the Z to an S, it's peso, which is either your weight or it's Mexican for
Currency.
money. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's where they got their name from. The company's name is the Greek word for I play.
That's really cool.
An excellent name.
Starting at the top of initiative. Should I read through the initiative list just so everyone knows who's going when?
Sure.
Or should we just go? We'll just go. At the top of initiative. At the top of initiative, we have Aster and his Pegasus. What do you want to do, Aster?
I didn't want to go first.
You know what? If you want, here at the start of initiative, if you want to place yourself somewhere lower, I will let you do that. In 5e, you're not supposed to be able to delay.
Oh,
It's not an action they encourage players or GMs to allow. But if you wanted to say, you know what, I want to go later in initiative, I'll move you at the very start. You won't be able to change again, but if you want to move, I'll let you.
this is hard.
Is talking is a free action?
Sure.
Coral yells out, get behind that guy over there. I got a thing I can do. And she tries to direct everyone behind the nearest great old one.
Oh, okay. Well, with that, I guess I'll go first. That changes my dynamic if I'm just following Coral's lead here.
Okay.
So if that's the case, how high is this place, if I may ask?
Oh gosh, 50 feet in the air. It's a soaring temple.
Okay. I yell back, how high can I be? And then I start moving this way.
Just be against the wall.
Could people share my space because I'm floating above them? Because I want to go at least 30 to 40 feet up.
Did you cast fly before we got in here?
No, I'm on my Pegasus.
Oh, okay. So, that doesn't work then, because you. Okay, I guess you could teleport in riding on the Pegasus. Sure, that's fine. All right, yeah. So,
I mean, if you don't want me to, I can.
no, that's
climb
fine. You can
onto it.
you can do that. I don't see why you couldn't do that. You can stand next to Zartok or sit next to Zartok on the Pegasus. That's fine. All right, so you and Sylphonia are flying 50 feet up, and you fly north. I want to say next to the creature, except that you're up in the air, so you're not really next to it.
Yeah, I was actually going to use one of my motes that is floating around my head.
You did cast that spell before you left. That's right.
You could also cast a spell before you move.
This is true.
He already has that. What's that spell called,
It's called
Chris?
Crown of Stars. So you
Crown
said
of
I
Stars,
could
that's
move
what it was.
3 to her, to Sylphonia, and
That's right.
4 to me, but I have to use my bonus to activate them.
Right.
So I will be using one of those right now, one mote from me to strike at the creature.
Okay.
That will be 41 points of damage.
Do you have to roll a hit?
I'm an idiot. I don't know how this mote works. When you send a range, so do I roll again? Because I messed the order of that up.
I don't know.
I'm supposed to roll. I haven't done a combat in forever.
Okay, well, you keep the damage, but go ahead and do the roll to attack. You already rolled the damage, right?
Yeah, 19 plus.
Yep, if you rolled 19 plus something,
Okay.
The something you're adding is what? What is it, your spell attack bonus?
Yeah,
So that's probably like 6 or 7 at least,
it's
right?
12.
12. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely a hit.
So 41 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay.
From
What
the-
kind of damage?
It is. The damage type is, I think, radiant.
Okay.
And then
That was a bonus
that was a
action.
bonus action, but I'm so far up. I'm so dumb. Why did I go so high?
Sylvania's got a ton of movement. I'm sure you still have movement.
This is so hard. You know what? I'm gonna keep Sylvania up there. Why not? I'm gonna jump off like an eagle, and as I'm falling down, I'm gonna cast Steel Wind Strike
Okay.
at the level that it comes in at. So level 5. All right, let's see if I even hit. If not, I'm gonna hit the ground. So it's a hit.
You cast what again? Steel Wind Strike?
Yes.
I have no idea what that does.
It's pretty cool.
So 15 plus 12. So that is
15
27.
Plus 12 to hit?
Yes.
27 is a hit.
And then that is 6 D10s.
Wow. So what is Steel Wind Strike? What does it look
okay,
like?
okay.
What is
so
it?
this is what it does. So you flourish the weapon used in the casting, and when vanish to strike like the wind. So I'm using my my sword. You can see within range. Make a melee spell attack against each target. On a hit, a target takes 6d10 force damage. You can then teleport to an unoccupied space. You can see within 5 feet of one of the targets you hit or miss. Oh, so I have to attack both people?
Well, no, you can
Yeah, so I can choose up to 5. So I have to
up
roll
to
for
5
each.
creatures. You can choose up to 5 creatures. So you could attack just one creature if you want.
Well, what I'll do is I'll teleport to the one furthest away and then try to teleport back 5 feet within the one closest to me. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can do that. So you attack the one that's close to you first, and you hit it, and you did some damage, which I have already
I
recorded.
want to attack the one furthest away from me, like teleport to that one, and then teleport
okay.
back to the other one. Can I
Okay.
do that?
I mean, you can attack both of them.
Okay, so could I do that? And then, I don't know if I actually hit with the second one. That's 11 plus 12, so 23?
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay. 45 points of damage on the first hit,
Okay,
and then
What's the range on this?
30 feet.
25 points of damage on the other one.
25?
Yeah. So I'll say that the big one would be on the one that I hit first, which would be the one furthest from me. Right? Isn't that 30 feet? Aren't I 30?
That is 30 feet.
Yeah, and then I'll teleport back to the one that Coral wanted me to be near.
Okay.
And then I will end my turn.
Now you are now on the ground.
Yeah.
You have to be within 5 feet of one of the targets when you end the spell. So you're on the ground next to the northernmost of the 2 Great Old Masters.
Yeah, that was
All
a
right.
mistake, but here I am.
Okay. All right. So that's Aster's turn. And that means it is now, let's see, nobody else in the room can do anything. So we're going to go past a Neogi and another Neogi. Tara, it is your turn.
Great. You know, this is going to just be good old-fashioned fighting.
Yeah.
Tara is going to follow Coral's instructions first, and she's going to kind of circle around the front of the Neogi. So moving 15 feet this way, around the front, and then another 15 feet around the side of it, so that she is kind of around to the opposite side of the back of the Neogi of what Aster is. And then she will swing her war pick 3 times.
All right.
I hope its AC is low. First hit, 2 plus 13, so 15.
15 is a miss.
All right, second hit.
Your weapon bounces off of the creature's weird bulbous body.
All right, we're just attuning to this weird mass, this weird fleshy mass. We're learning. The next one's gonna go a little better. It's a 17 to hit.
17 is a miss. Again, it's like you're punching a balloon.
Let's see if we can do that one more time. Coral's going to use a reaction to give an inspiration.
Okay.
So you can roll 1 dice, I think, again. Is that how it works, Mike?
Yep, that's right.
All right. Well, that one's a lot better. It's a 19 plus 13 to hit, so I just assume that's
Yep.
gonna hit. Yeah.
That hits.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Coral, you realize that Tara needs some help. And, Tara, you feel a swelling of magical energy, and you take an extra swing. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Ooh, excellent damage. So I rolled an 8 plus 8, so 16 damage.
Nice.
All right.
And with the third war pick swing, not as incredible as the inspired swing by Coral, but it is 29 to hit.
That's still a hit.
And I rolled the damage with the other one, so it's another 16.
You deliver some heavy blows against this creature. Weird dark liquid spills out in every direction. And that is Terra's turn. The great old master that is directly in front of Terra and Aster is flailing all over the place, but unable to do anything this round because it's surprised. All right, one of the elven warriors says, "Yeah, dudes, let's go, yeah." And makes an attack roll. Can I make it do it automatically? Yeah, all right, and he hits. And does 16 points of damage.
Well done, elf dude.
Showing me up.
It's not nothing.
All right, so he gets another attack. Let's see how this one goes. Another hit.
Ooh, low AC. Not surprising.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. That is not a hit.
Oh.
Yeah, so his second attack is a miss. But that's just Ethelondo's turn. There's plenty more where that came from. And then Theodre. And Theodre says, "Right on, Lithlondo." And he steps up and makes 2 attacks.
Can I encourage him to move a little further back than that?
Oh, yeah, right on.
Cool. Thanks. Good job. Good job. Wait, wrong voice. That's the wrong voice. Good job.
Coral's getting her royal god voice on.
Right? That's not on purpose.
All right, first attack is a miss, and second attack is a hit. 13 points of damage as Theodre runs behind this giant creature, so you're starting to encircle it, and strikes a decent blow against it. This great old master that you have been hammering would go now, but it cannot. It is surprised. And there's another creature that can't go. Zartok, it's your turn.
Zartok's not sure what Coral's gonna do, but he does what he's instructed. He moves to the back, and then he'll his hands will get surrounded by like sparks of lightning, and he'll shoot a chain lightning at the southernmost thing, which will arc out and hit the top one, and then also the 2 Neogi south of it, but leaving alone the giant Umbi.
So they all have to make, dexterity saving throws?
Dexterity saving throw. 17.
All right, so the northernmost one, attempting a dexterity saving throw, rolls a 10. Southernmost one rolls a 5. And then the Neogi to the southwest rolls a total of 18. And the Neogi to the southeast, or south really, rolls a total of 15.
Okay, so the Neogi to the southwest passes.
Okay.
Takes half of 47. The other 3 take 47 damage.
Nice.
All right. Anything else you want to do, Zartok?
Nope, that's Zartok's turn.
Taranoth, the last of the elven warriors, says, "Wow, right on, Horn Dude. That's what everyone's calling you, right, Horn Dude?" And he runs up next to the other warrior here. I'm not sure where else. Let's see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20. Can he get up there? Yeah, I guess Selphonia's still up in the air, so he'll run up next to his 2 elf warrior friends and make 2 attacks with his longsword. We have a 23, which is a hit, and I'll go ahead and roll the other one, interest of time. We have a natural 20.
Yeah.
So, rolling the damage. We have a total of 49 points of damage against this horrible creature here. So he says, "Right on. Yeah. That's how it's done, everybody. Look what I did. Not that what you did was bad. I'm being supportive of your efforts, too. You're all pretty awesome, but I did pretty well, don't you think?"
Yeah, you did.
Amazing.
Thanks.
So good.
Coral, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. Coral is going to cast Wall of Stone.
All right.
I don't see a way for me to draw on the map.
I can draw something on the map. Why don't you indicate the starting point and the ending point?
It's going to be 4 panels. Well, 4 panels across, starting there. So straight across, there's 4 total panels there.
Yeah, I guess 4
It's
panels
got
if you
overlap.
can't cut them in half.
Yeah, one
right?
of them overlaps.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's going to be 2 more going back to here from the starting wall. Okay. And then there's going to be 2 more going across, like directly beside the.
Like that?
Yep. And then 2 more to finish the wall.
So what Coral has done then is put a wall around, a 10-foot high wall, around one of the Great Old Masters. And you can see its head sticking up above the wall, flailing around. And then she has also put up a 10-foot high wall blocking off the south side of the room, the very southernmost area of the room, of this entire temple, I should say, blocking that off from the area where they're currently fighting. She's sort of cut off the exit to the temple from the area where they're fighting, and she has blocked off one of the two Great Old Masters so that it can't move, really. And it couldn't really make melee attacks either.
Wow.
And then I moved back so that I am beside one of the elven warriors to the back of the room.
And Zartok.
And Zartok.
Yeah. Okay. And that is Coral's turn, and nobody else in this combat can act yet. And now we're back to Aster. Aster, this fight is really cooking now.
Yeah.
There's been a huge amount of damage done to this creature, and it's flailing around and spewing gross liquid everywhere. What do you want to do?
Okay. Sorry for the beginning of that encounter. Those are my favorite spells I have, and so I completely lost my mind with figuring out the combat rules. I haven't done this in a while. This time I'm going to do more supportive stuff. And so instead, I'm going to do one attack.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I forgot something.
Yeah.
I forgot something. Oh, dear.
I hope my minion isn't trapped on the other side of that wall.
No. In fact, you hear a voice at the beginning of this round, before Aster gets to go. You hear a voice coming from the window to the west. And Coral, you sense someone coming. You can feel this fervent follower approaching. And you hear a voice call out from this window that you guys just left, which, by the way, is the window that Zartok got his arcane eye in through, because it had a broken pane in that window. And you hear a voice say,
"Oh, hello, my lady, it is you. I knew that you must be here. I have been praying so hard ever since your liturgy spread amongst the prisoners of the Neogi. Oh, I am so happy that you are here. Please, how can I help you?"
And you peer around the corner, and there's a little kobold hopping up and down, looking through this pane of glass.
"Let me help you and your minions, oh goddess. I don't think anyone has seen me out here yet."
Try to find a way in through the back. And she points behind her, because where that guy is a bad place to be if I get to do what I want to do next round.
Okay, so he is, I'll go ahead and put on the map here.
I love that voice.
Kobold was a good choice.
I don't know if you can, I'm using this symbol here, I'll just show you. I'm using this symbol to represent the follower.
That's awesome.
Coral's symbol, and he's just outside the window to the west, right behind where you guys teleported in.
Okay.
And you want him to move. Okay, so it's not his turn yet. He's just appeared.
Okay.
He goes, where is he?
Is he after me? Because that's...
He's actually just after Aster and the Pegasus.
Okay, cool.
Aster, you go ahead and go. What do you want to do?
Okay, so this time I'm just going to do a normal hit with an ally for sneak attack.
Okay.
I'm going to try to hit with my whip, with Pavel's whip.
Okay.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Aw, that's rough.
Oh, no. You unleash your whip, and it sort of snaps back and almost hits you in the face.
Ooh, that's not fun. Okay, so then I have two options. I can attempt to strike again with my bonus, or I can help a friend. So instead, I'm going to hope that I don't die. I'm going to look at Tara and go, "Tara, you're one of the bravest fighters I know. Please take down this creature with your mighty weapon," and I'll give you inspiration. It's a D10.
Wow.
Awesome.
That is pretty awesome.
And then that's my turn.
All right. I love that you're up to D10s for your Bardic Inspiration now.
I know, I'm excited.
Yeah, that's cool.
And is your Pegasus doing anything?
No, because any bonuses that she could come down and attack, but she can't use the moats, and I want to keep her safe, so I'm going to keep her upstairs.
Okay. Your kobold friend uses his action to, let's see, that's 30 feet. For 30 feet, he runs past the window just to the west of Zartok there, and then says,
I cannot get all the way around. I must dash."
and so he dashes around to the window directly to the north of Aster.
Okay.
And he's like looking through the window. You can't really hear him very well through the window, but he's saying something.
Coral gives him a thumbs up.
Okay, he's hopping up and down, looking through the window. He's just wearing rags.
Sure.
Next, I guess you can't see what happens. Something happens.
Symphonia can probably see because it's only a 10-foot high wall, but yeah, none of us
Yeah,
can.
Symphonia can see. Yeah, Symphonia can see over the wall and sees that the door to the temple opens and a Neogi looks inside and looks alarmed and then runs back outside
Sure.
Oh, no.
and begins running away. And then we have one of the injured Neogi, and again, you can't see this, but Symphonia can. This injured Neogi also runs out the door.
Oh,
Whoa. We don't know this.
This is concerning, maybe.
this is concerning.
All right, at the end of their turns, this giant creature next to the whole party is going to take a legendary action.
Sure.
Oh, no.
Sure.
All right, it's going to take a legendary action. What it's going to do...
It takes one before its turn?
Legendary actions happen at the end of somebody else's turn.
Fancy.
Legendary action. So it is going to... I'm not sure it actually can. I'm not sure it can actually do any of these.
Excellent.
What does it do, Mike? You're killing me.
It sort of makes a retching motion
Gross.
Oh.
with its long neck, and suddenly, out of its mouth, it vomits a stream of small spidery creatures that appear
It's disgusting.
right next to Tara.
That
Oh.
image is horrifying.
Cute.
Mike, no.
And that's its action. That's the end of its legendary action. Okay, and now we're on to Tara. What do you want to do, Tara?
Okay, tell me more about these spidery creatures, por favor.
They're little Neogi, and they're all just sort of pulling themselves up out of a pool of black liquid and opening and closing their mouths threateningly at you, and they look like they're going to try to overwhelm you.
Okay, and I can strike them?
Sure,
All-
sure you could.
All of
Yeah.
them?
You could.
Okay, Tara is going to make one attack against this horrifying mess of creatures.
Okay,
It is an 18 to hit.
that is a hit.
Alright, well, we're gonna see what happens when we hit those guys. Does 13 damage.
All right. So you hit them, and you realize that not all of that goes through, because this is a swarm, and this seems to be resistant to your piercing, or is it a piercing or is it a slashing weapon?
I believe, yeah, it is piercing.
Yeah, so they seem resistant to your piercing weapon. So you do some damage to them.
Over on the other side of this horrible mass of flesh, everyone hears Tara going, "Ew!" and some slashing. Can I get some help here? And just, FYI. And then she's gonna make her other attacks towards the big guy. Oh no, okay. Well, one of them I'm gonna add my inspiration to.
Okay.
If I can. I don't.
Yeah,
it
you
is
can.
a 1.
A natural one?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna do our confirmation roll to make sure that it's not a fumble.
Okay.
Oh, you guys didn't do that with me, Mike, because I rolled a natural.
Oh, you fumbled your
Yeah, it was a nat one.
your whip.
Yeah.
Well, okay, too late now.
Okay.
Yeah, we should have done a confirmation roll to make sure you didn't actually fumble it. I forgot.
I can roll now, and you can do the consequence next turn.
We could do that if you want. Let's resolve Tara's attack first.
Okay, so the second roll is a 10.
What's your total?
Is going to be a 23.
So that would be a hit, which means it's not a fumble.
Okay.
So it's just a miss.
All right, and then the other hit is a 19 plus 13. Well,
That's a hit.
it's a 5 plus 8, 13.
And your final attack? At the end of your turn, another legendary action takes place.
Wait, do you want me to roll real quick, Nick?
Oh yeah, let's do it. Go ahead and let's resolve Chris's what might have been a fumble. Go ahead and roll again to attack to see if it was a fumble or not.
Okay, like to hit.
Yeah, use your bonus and everything.
22.
Yeah, so that would be a hit, so it wasn't a fumble.
Okay.
All right, so the creature uses a legendary action, and basically what it does is it directs the hatchlings next to you to attack. They swarm onto Tara and make an attack.
It's going to go well.
No bueno.
All right, here we go. They rolled a natural 1.
Excellent. Perfect.
Well, bueno.
No notes.
No notes.
Let's see if that's a fumble, I guess. Yeah, that would be a fumble.
Excellent.
You're intimidating them.
The infant babies aren't good at this.
Yeah. Turns out babies aren't good at fighting.
The creature's born 6 seconds ago. Not even that.
Fumbling babies.
All of their teeth fall out. It's much easier for us.
All right, I'll roll percentile and see what happens. Oh, wow. They swarm into your space, but they kind of overshoot. It's the first time they've ever walked. And they're all kind of off balance. And that means that, Tara, you can make a free attack on them as a reaction if you want.
I would be delighted to do that, yes.
Yeah, this will use your reaction, but yes, you're welcome to do that.
Welcome to the world, babies.
A natural 20.
A natural 20.
Nice.
Unnatural.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, unnatural.
Still nice.
Okay.
It is a 11 to hit.
11 is a miss.
Well, I'm sorry, 11 damage. The
Oh, okay.
unnatural 20 did 11 damage. I apologize.
Okay, all right, yeah. 11 damage. They only take half of that, so they take 60. Excuse me, they take 5.
Oh, I really,
Jeez.
I would love 60.
What is happening to math in this combat? This is insane.
Sorry. I got too many. I've got numbers everywhere. Just numbers all over the place.
It's like you're trying to
All right.
balance 12 characters or something.
Okay. I don't even have my spreadsheet open and there's still numbers everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot.
The Neogi to the south on the other side of the stone wall. Can he do anything cool?
The wall has an AC and hit points. It can try to break down the wall.
That's true. Oh, yeah, that's what he's going to do.
But is it blind, though? They look blind. I don't know if they're blind. Oh, they have a little eyeball. Is that a little eyeball?
I think so.
Yeah, they have
Oh,
eyes.
they have eyes.
Stelphonius sees he runs over next to the Umber Hulk and casts a spell, and the two of them appear
Oh,
on the north side of the wall.
that's cheating.
Who did this?
The Neogi.
Ugh,
He used a dimension door,
Brood.
man, I do not like these things.
and that is his. Actually, he'll do one more thing. He's going to run behind the Umber Hulk.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what a good wizard does.
All right.
Smart.
And that's the end of that Neogi's turn. The other Neogi, Great Old Master, reaches his head over the 10-foot wall and spews up a hatchling swarm.
Sure.
Did the other one disappear or is it on top of me?
Oh, it's on top of you,
Okay, cool. I mean, not cool, but yeah.
occupying your space. All right. So there's another hatchling swarm that just appeared. It's down near that Umber Hulk and Neogi that teleported or dimension doored on the other side of the wall. Now it is Ethlondo's turn, and Ethlondo says, dudes, this is looking not as cool. It's all right. I'm sure we're gonna win. And rolls a 16 to attack, which misses. Rolls again, a 22. That's a hit. So his sword bounces off of this weird creature, but then he stabs again. I think stabbing works better than swinging. And damage, 15 points of damage. Okay. And that means it is the hatchling swarm's turn. Which one is this? The one to the south. So the hatchling swarm that is way to the south begins moving, and its movement rate is a secret, apparently.
What happened to Tara? I don't see her on the map anymore.
She's underneath one of the swarms.
She's
I'm
Oh,
swarmed.
God.
covered in
Gosh.
babies.
She-
She's covered in babies.
This is why she called for help by people who have spells.
We're coming.
All right, so this hatchling swarm moves 20 feet, and that's the extent of its movement. And then one of the other elven warriors, this time Theodre, gets to go, and he says, "Nice stab, dude. Hey, let's everybody see if we can kill some of this stuff, because there's like more than there were before, and it's a little scary." And rolls a 7, and then a 10. He says, "I'm not panicking. I'm just a little nervous. I'm just a little nervous."
I think panic is fair.
All right, at the end of his turn, the Great Old Master, directly next to Tara, directs the swarm to attack her again. Let's see what we got here. A 9. A 9 to attack.
That's,
So they fail.
yeah.
They're babies, Mike. What do you expect?
The Great Old Master gets to actually take its turn now. Bad news, as it turns out. It's first going to attack Terra with a bite.
Why does it have such a thing against me?
You've done a lot of damage
Because
at this point.
You did a lot of damage. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Aster did way more.
I don't know. Maybe.
This is true.
Maybe I'll go after him next.
Fair is fair.
This is true. Yep.
All right. So first, a bite attack. Wow, I'm rolling terribly today. Just a 13.
I think this is excellent.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, because I'm scared of this thing.
And then it turns around to swipe at Aster with a claw, rolling a total of 20.
Silvery barbs with my reaction. I'm gonna be like, you stink, punk.
So it has to roll again.
Yes.
19.
Yeah, it's.
Okay.
I need to use that on like people like Terra.
Where
Not
are
on
you
myself.
passing off the advantage to? Who gets the advantage?
Oh, yeah, so I gave inspiration to Terra already. So I'll give advantage to Coral.
I would advise against it.
Okay, I will give the advantage to Zartok and be like, this guy stinks, but you rock and roll.
8 points of damage to Aster as it pierces you with a claw.
Why?
Coral's rolling at disadvantage. The best you're doing is getting her to a flat roll, which I'm trying to avoid.
Isn't that a good thing, though?
I mean, I'm just trying to avoid rolling, so.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I took the damage and I gave the advantage to Zartok, Mike.
Zartok, you have advantage on something. The hatchling swarm gets its regular turn instead of just a legendary action, so it tries to bite Terra. A total of 10. So again, these ineffectual baby Neogi are biting at Terra and just unable to do anything, even with the +6 to hit. And that is the end of their turn. Let's do another legendary action. Oh, I have to wait for that to recharge. Let's see if it recharges. No, it does not. I'll just direct them to attack. So the Great Old Master directs the swarm that is crawling all over Terra to try again.
1d8 babies.
Ooh, another 10.
Not today, babies.
Is it? I wonder if there's. Hold on. Yeah, okay, it is capable of rolling
I was
more.
gonna say.
I just want to make sure there wasn't something
It
wrong.
does feel stuck.
That legendary action does effectively nothing. Zartok, it's your turn.
Okay, Zartok wants to do a lot of things. He wants to do the combo spell, but a Neogi thing, it says master. I'm not supposed to know it's a master, but Dimension doored in with an Umber Hulk, so he's going to cast. Let's see what the range is on this. Sorry. Might not be able to do this. Oh, bummer. He's literally 5 feet
Oh.
from being able to do what he wanted to
Can't
do.
you just move 5 feet up?
There's all
there's
these people in the way.
Ah,
So Zartok is going to. So Zartok was going to.
You can move through your allies. Just step right up next to that swarm.
Yeah. Zartok will do the combo spell. So Zartok's hands are covered in lightning from the chain lightning, and that dissipates, and then now they get covered in fire, and he creates a wall of fire on the inside of the walls of stone that Coral currently has up. And they're going to bake an old master.
Okay, so where is this wall going?
It's like.
It's like mixing with my wall.
It's in this. Yeah, there's like. It's using the wall of stone as its surface, and it's pointing the fire inside.
All right, I see. So you're drawing like a square around that Neogi. Okay.
Right.
So Zartok places a wall of fire around the Neogi, the Great Old Master, that is. And does it take damage immediately?
Yeah, but it can make a dexterity saving throw of 17.
All right, dexterity saving throw. Total of 10.
Okay, it takes 15 fire damage.
All right. And at the end of your turn, the first Great Old Master directs its hatchling swarm to make an attack on Terra. And let's see if it can do it. It's a total of 17.
That's a no.
Now it is Taranoth's turn, and he will make 2 attacks. Where are we here? A 22 to hit. All right. So he stabs this Great Old Master, doing 14 points of damage.
Can you tell how a great old master looks? You know, like
How damaged?
worse?
They are badly damaged. Well, this one is. This one next to you is very badly injured. And he makes another attack, but gets a 12 and misses as the Great Old Master sort of moves out of the way. And that's the end of his turn. All right, something happens. You don't know what. Coral, what do you want to do?
Yes. I would like to cast 8th level Sunburst.
Whoa.
Oh, dear. Okay, so what does that create?
That creates a brilliant sunlight flashes in a 60-foot radius centered on a point you
60.
choose within range. Each creature in that light must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 12d6 radiant damage and is blinded for 1 minute. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and isn't blinded.
Nice.
Undead
Okay,
and
so where are
Uvits
you
have
positioning this?
disadvantage. I'm going to just kind of shoot it at the wall.
Oh my god. That's everybody.
So, like, to the south wall?
Yeah. I'm getting everybody except for the
Everybody.
swarm that's on top of Terra.
Right. And they need to make what kind of save?
Constitution DC 17.
Wow. All right. Let's see what the Constitution bonus here is here for this first Great Old Master.
Ooh, that was a lot of dice.
All right.
stuff.
DC 17. Failed for the first Great Old Master. And then let's do the second Great Old Master. Failed.
We all had this planned, and so we all put on our sunglasses right when Coral does it,
Oh, right.
all at the same time.
And then the Umber Hulk. 22 to save.
Well, that's sad. I really wanted him to be blind, but okay.
That would have been nice.
That's a cool spell.
That's a 14. Yeah, 14 for the Neogi.
Fails.
So, fails. So everyone failed except for the Umber Hulk.
Everybody, it's only 40 damage, which is a little disappointing, except for the one that the Umber Hulk that saved. And everybody that failed is blind for 1 minute. And can make a saving throw at the end of their turn on the blinded.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's not disappointing. That's like 180 damage right there.
Sure.
That kills the Neogi Master.
Yeah.
It just sort of boils and collapses.
The one that had taken significant damage by us?
Not the Great Old Master.
Oh.
Oh,
The Neogi that was behind the Umber Hulk.
okay.
It just sort of boils away and collapses to the ground.
Sweet.
The one that cast Dimension Door, that one. Oh, and I forgot the Swarm. They have to save too. There's one of the swarms, not the one enveloping Terra. It rolls a total of 21.
Okay.
So it takes 20 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. And wow, that was impressively effective. And that brings us to finally the Umber Hulk that succeeded in its saving throw and is not blind. You know what? I don't want to get over there. I'm going to go up next to Terra, the closest target. And it stands next to Terra. Terra, if you begin your turn near it, you're going to have to make a saving throw against the effect of its eyes, as you know.
Or have disadvantage because you don't look at it.
Yep, that's also possible. And so it attacks you with a claw, a 25 to hit.
That one does hit.
Oh boy, okay. And damage is only 7 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, it attacks again with a claw. This is weird. It did it again. Another 25.
It hits again.
Yeah, it does. It's just weird that it seems to be repeating roll. 9 points of damage this time. And then a bite with its weird mandibles. A 16 to hit is a miss.
It is.
So it slashes at Terra twice as she's covered with these Neogi hatchling swarm. It slashes at her twice and tries to bite her, but she dodges the bite. Or blocks it with her God Glass shield. Her anti-God Glass shield, right?
It is.
Yeah. Okay, and that is the Umber Hulk's turn. And now we're back at the top of the order, round 3. Aster, it's getting complicated. What do you want to do?
I want to make a sphere of 20 feet. Can you do a 20-foot
Yep,
sphere?
hold on. 20-foot sphere. What do you want to do with it?
So I'm going to choose the space that doesn't hit Terra, and I'm going to use the spell Synoptic Static, because I feel like they're a civilization that's kind of organized, so they should have an intelligence score above, too. So I will use that, and the way I want this spell to work is, it says that it's just a point you choose where energy explodes there, but I want it to be triggered by a joke.
Okay.
So I'm going to read a joke and see if it works. So they have to roll a intelligence saving throw
Okay.
to see if they succeed. And the joke is, when do you need chapstick in the garden? When you're planting the tulips.
Okay. I think I need to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh my gosh. When did Paxton join?
They need to make intelligence saving throws. I'll go ahead and roll first for the swarm that's to the west. It gets a total of 3.
Okay.
And then the Great Old Master, which is currently blind, next to Terra, it gets a total of 8. And then the swarm that is... Oh, you didn't get the one that's on Terra.
No.
The Umber Hulk gets a 16.
Doesn't pass.
And then finally, the other Great Old Master gets a 10. So they all failed.
All right. So on a failed save, a target has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, it rolls d6 and subtracts the number rolled from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as its constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. The target can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success.
Okay.
And let me just roll damage real quick. 33 damage to all of those.
33.
Yes.
That joke was so bad
It was.
that it killed the Great Old Master.
Incredible.
Of course it did. It just couldn't live anymore. It was like, forget it. That's funny.
And then because I couldn't help Tara, I'm going to look at the swarm that's on top of her because she yelled for help. And I'm going to target the swarm with my Crown of Stars from my Pegasus, and she's going to shoot a mote down at that swarm.
You shoot a mote down at that swarm. Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh dear.
So what do I do with that? I roll my rolls twice?
Roll all the dice twice.
Yep.
All right.
I think these infants might die.
It's 27 in the first roll. And then the second round of damage is 32 damage.
59.
Okay, so a total of 59 points of damage.
And radiant damage.
Wow. The swarm is significantly weakened, which mechanically means its abilities are reduced because it's below half of its hit points. In fact, it's way below half, which means it's going to be much less effective, even less effective than it already was. That is the end of Aster's turn, right?
Yeah, I'd like to point out that even though I'm the one doing the bonuses for Syl, I'd like to make her feel like part of the combat, so whenever she throws a mote from her, it's Sylphonia helping.
Okay. You can flavor things that way. Let's see. That Great Old Master can't do legendary actions anymore. Let's see if the other one is able to. Nope, it does not recharge that ability, so all it can do is direct its hatchling to attack. So its hatchling moves on to this elf warrior and makes an attack.
Sorry, dude.
It makes an attack, it roll a d6 and subtract it.
Right. And it rolled a 1 anyway.
Oh my god.
Man, the hatchlings are struggling.
Yeah. And it would still be a miss, especially if I subtract that. So now I need to roll another fumble for this hatchling. Same thing I got before, 53.
I'm starting to doubt Vivarian's intelligence that the hatchlings were very dangerous.
I mean, I think it's when they get bigger that they're more...
Yeah, I feel like he's rolling low.
Yeah, they could get bigger. Also, these are premature. These have not fully matured. They're coming out before they're supposed to.
Oh.
All right, so which...
Oh, preemies.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's rough.
The creature did indeed fumble, which means that Ethlando gets a free attack as a reaction, which he makes, and he hits, and does some damage. The swarm is somewhat resistant to that, so it takes 10 points of damage.
He does excellent damage.
The great old one, since it ended its turn in the wall of fire, has to make a reflex save again. I think that was its real turn, right?
No, that was a legendary action just now.
Okay.
Right, we haven't gotten to its real turn yet.
Got it.
Next is Coral's follower. So this little kobold is jumping up and down at the window, and he's happily watching the combat.
Great lady, what can I do to help you? Can you hear me?
But you kind of can't hear him through the glass.
I mean, I got a pretty good passive perception. It's 19.
Okay. Well, he's just jumping up and down and watching.
Okay.
You can't really do anything with the glass here not being broken. You could break the glass.
How strong does this, guy look? If he gets hit by a hatchling swarm, is he immediately going to die? That kind of weak, or just sort of?
No, you know this your follower is extremely fervent and capable of withstanding some damage. They will
Okay.
They'll put up a fight.
I'm gonna point back to the window beside me
Okay.
and make a braking motion.
Okay. So he runs
Tells Zartok to cover his eyes.
Yes, yes, mistress. Yes.
and he attacks the window. He pulls out a club.
Sure.
And rolls a total of 20. So he hits the window and does 4 points of damage. And let's say that's enough to break a little pane of glass. You can hear him.
Yes, mistress. I have broken the evil glass. What shall I do for you now? Yes.
Can you attack these creepy swarm thing that's attacking my friend over here?
Of course, I will do whatever you say. Yes, I love you.
That's a lot.
Yes, I know all of your liturgy. I know everything. Yes, word has spread. Yes, I know. I have dreamed of the Library of Lost Socks, and each with the experience of walking in another's shoes. I know all about it.
And that's
Okay.
his turn.
What?
Okay.
And let's see. Some stuff happens.
Never meet your
Some
fans.
stuff happens.
Gonna have to edit this religious text once he's done writing it, because it's gonna be weird.
All right, some stuff happens. The great old master that is left tries to use a legendary action, but this action doesn't recharge. So all it can do is instruct its hatchling to attack, which it will do, but with a minus 1d6. And that fails. So it's trying to bite this elf, and the elf is just saying, "Oh, stop it, man! Uncool! Really annoying." Now it is the great old master's turn. Now it is blind.
What? How about me though?
Oh, Terry, I'm sorry. How did I skip you? Jeez. Okay. Yes, Tara, it is your turn.
So Tara's still crawling with little spider guys, and she's totally cool with it. It's definitely not uncomfortable. And through gritted teeth, she is saying that to herself. The old master is dead next to her, but she does have an Umber Hulk in her face, and she had a terrible experience with an Umber Hulk before.
Yeah.
So she is going to look away while wildly swinging her war pick at it in hopes of...
You have to start your turn making a saving throw, unfortunately.
Okay, well...
Oh, no, you don't. You're not gazing. You're not gazing at it. I'm sorry. If everybody else is averting their eyes? Let's see. How does that work?
I'm pretty sure you make that decision at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah, at the beginning of your turn. Yeah, I should have had Aster make that check, too.
Oh, do you need me to make a check?
Or
No, it's too late now.
or choose,
We'll just move on.
or he chose not to look at it, and because he didn't roll an attack,
Right,
so
that's
it
true.
doesn't matter.
Well, he did roll an attack, just not against the Umber Hulk.
Well, the great old master giant hump of flesh is also between everyone else
That's true.
in the Underhulk.
That's true. It's still there. You're right. All right, so yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll, but with disadvantage.
Okay. First one is 8 plus 13, 21.
Nice.
21 is a hit.
Okay, so the damage on that is 16.
All right. So Tara slams her war pick into this creature's side, and it makes a weird clacking noise.
Oh man, so it's a little sad at disadvantage because one of my rolls was a 20. But the other one's a 15, so it's a 28 to hit.
That's also a hit.
This one is only 12 damage.
Okay. This creature is looking rough. You're carving off pieces of its chitinous armor.
All right, and this one is a 15 to hit. But can I use my inspiration now?
Of course.
All right.
Nice.
All right, so that makes it in plus 8, so 23 to hit.
23 is a hit.
All right, and that's only 10 damage, though.
Okay. So this creature is now reeling. It is on death's door. It is about to keel over.
This is very nice. This is much nicer than the last time we fought an Umberhope.
At the end of your turn, the great old master to the south is going to use a legendary action. It's going to command the swarm on Terra to attack. So it's going to try. It's going to fail, but it's going to try. 18 is a miss, especially if I have to subtract 1d6, which I rolled a 6. So a 12, it misses
I
you.
don't think that one got the subtract 1d6
No,
on
the one on Terra didn't. It's the other one, Mike.
Oh, okay. Well, an 18 is still a miss, though,
it.
right?
Correct.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Oh, and now it's the Great Old Master's turn, the one that's still alive. It uses its spider climb ability and climbs up the side of the wall and then begins moving down the other side, but it moves pretty slowly, so it's not really able to get very far. So that's its movement. And then as an action, let's see, it can't reach anybody, so it's going to try to... Yeah, it's going to try to spew some hatchlings. Will it recover? No, it won't, so it can't do that. So all it's able to do this turn is move. It's not able to do anything else.
Sorry, I was looking at spells. Did it take its fire damage from being in the fire at the start of its turn?
No, and it needs to do that now. Go ahead and roll that damage, Zartok, and it needs to make a dex saving throw, which it fails.
31.
Okay, this creature is also badly wounded. At the end of its turn, it gets to save against the effect that Aster imposed. It rolled a total of 18. Does that succeed?
No, it needs to hit 20 or higher.
So it is still kind of confused. That poor elven warrior who has a swarm of Neogis climbing over him, Mytholondo, he is going to attack the swarm. Ugh, get off of me, you're just annoying. And rolls a 17, which is a hit. And he does some damage. He does, wow, really good damage.
Jeez, that was on point.
10 points of damage. Oh, why does it say plus 3d6?
Yeah, I was wanting to ask that too.
What's that? What's the plus 3d6?
I don't know, but I'll take it.
The best sword ever?
It's awesome.
Why is it doing that?
Was it doing that all along?
I don't know why.
It was
I'll be
doing
right back,
that.
too.
It
All
has
along.
radiant damage on it for some reason?
Yeah, why does it have radiant damage
It
on
wasn't doing it all along. Like, originally it was 1d20 plus 2 plus 2.
it? What the heck?
At some point it started adding the 3d6.
I don't know what that is. Well, I'll do it manually then, because that is not what it's supposed to be. All right, so 9 points of damage. So that's a lot less.
But does make more sense.
It was doing 21.
Yes. So he kills some of the hatchlings that are swarming all over him. Second attack. He hits again and does 7 points of damage, which turns into 3 points of damage. It is the hatchling swarm's turns. These weakened hatchlings try to attack him. They miss. Another one of the elven warriors this time it is Theodra. He's going to step up next to Terra and see if he can't kill some of these hatchlings. Although, I guess he knows not to look at the Umber Hulk. Oh, we have a natural 20. So he does 6 points of damage to this swarm that is all around Terra, and that kills it.
Nice. We did it. Deodorant.
Oh, thank you.
No problem, lady.
Right on. Now, the Umber Hulk. The Umber Hulk is going to attempt to hurt Terra. We have 15 to hit. That is a miss. And then another claw attack, a 21.
That meets my AC, so it hits.
Can I make it roll
Okay.
again?
You're going to use silvery barbs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I have another joke to mess with it.
Oh, great. Okay, go ahead.
What kinds of hats do you wear on your legs? Kneecaps!
Oh, boy. Well, it
I
missed.
think I'm going to die.
That seems to have succeeded. The re-roll missed. Who do you want to give advantage to?
I'm going to give advantage to Terra.
You
Okay.
got this, Tara. Please laugh at my joke. It's pretty good.
And then finally a bite attack. Only a 17. So this badly injured Umber Hulk is clawing desperately and snapping at Terra, but it is unable to find any purchase on her armor, and she's dodging all over the place. All right, at the end of that turn, I'm going to try another legendary action. Can I vomit another swarm? No, I can't. All right, so that's... I'm just going to tell this swarm to attack. So it will try to attack Ithlondo, the elf. Let's see if it can do anything. No, it can't. It misses. It's just not having good luck with these swarms. Zartok, it is your turn.
Zartok sees the giant monster crawling up outside of the little fire creation, and he looks at Coral. He says, "Some feelings are so big they escape the feelings box." He'll keep the wall fire because maybe it could take damage for it one more time. Not really sure. He'll just do a mind.
Yeah, he'll take damage with starting his turn in that fire next turn.
Do a mind sliver attack onto the last remaining Umbi, so it's got to make a 17 intelligence saving throw.
I rolled a natural 20.
Ooh.
Bummer.
Let me make sure it doesn't have a penalty on its intelligence. It does, but it turns it into a 19.
Okay, it takes what happened? It might take no damage.
Probably takes half.
Because it's a cantrip. Sometimes a cantrip is just
oh,
nothing.
Sure.
Yeah.
On a failed save, a creature takes it, or half as much on a successful save. So it still takes half.
Okay. How much?
I closed the damage already.
Oh.
Let's see. Where was that? Where's the, it's in campaign?
Wait a
The
minute.
history's in the notes.
12.
There
12
you go.
damage.
So 6 damage.
12 total damage.
So it takes half of that?
Yeah.
What is it that you're casting exactly?
It's Mind Sliver, so Zartok's crawling into the old boy's brain, giving it a nice little nightmare.
Ooh.
What does it look like when you kill someone with Mind Sliver then? Because it's dead.
Let's say it's like eyes melt and its ears go over, and it just hears bad Aster jokes like nonstop until its brain explodes.
Death is a sweet release. And that means it is Taranoth's turn. And he says, right on, another one down. Another one bites the dust. I'm going to go get rid of this one. And he runs up
Bold.
to the great old master that is climbing out of the fire. And he's going to roll to attack. A natural 20.
Woo.
Dang.
These elves, man.
So he does a bunch of damage to it. And he kills it.
Ah!
Okay.
Whoa.
I like these guys.
Wow. Wow, I'm pretty cool. Cooler than I thought I was. Gotta tell Lavarian about that, man. He's gonna love that one. All right, and with that, there's one hatchling swarm left, and that's it. Everything else on this side of the wall that Coral created is dead. The fire's still burning, but there's nothing else over here except for one hatchling swarm. Coral, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna step one move south just so I can give my kobold dude like he can see the swarm easier.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast poison spray at the swarm. That's a Constitution save, DC 17.
All right. I rolled a 3.
16 damage. Poison if it matters.
Oof, and that killed it.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So you kill the swarm. So here we are in round 3. Coral has finished her turn, and she has killed the swarm. Aster,
Yes.
it looks like all your foes that you can see have been defeated. What do you want to do?
It's totally fine. There's definitely no problems left.
Guys, I don't remember the plan, but I think we won. Also, did you guys like those jokes? It took me a long time to write them. They're good, right?
I'm sorry, Aster. I think I must have been not paying attention. I didn't hear him.
Oh, I can read another one for you. Do you want to?
That's
hear
all
another
right.
one?
Maybe
that's not-
later.
No, please, no.
Oh, okay. All right.
They did a great job, Aster.
There's
Thank
a
you.
lot happening right now. Maybe later.
Thanks, Tara.
And you guys, Ethlando, Theodora, Taranath, you guys did wonderful.
Yeah, man. Right on.
We will definitely tell Lavarian how wonderful you were.
Oh, cool. We'll say nice things about you, too. You guys are pretty nice. I like you. Yeah, we tore it up.
Aster, can you fly up and see if something's happening over that wall over there in case something's coming towards us?
Yeah, I ask, hey, Sil, want to give me a ride, please?
All right, so Aster, you fly up on Selphonia. I'm just going to drag your token so you can sort of see what's going on the other side of the wall
Okay.
until Coral gets rid of it. So you can see that the front door is open.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that there is no one standing in this room, but you can also see, I'll move you a little closer so you can see outside the windows and through the door, you can see that there is an Umber Hulk standing outside just looking like it's waiting. And you can see out the window that there's another Umber Hulk and even a Neogi. So there are creatures outside and they're just standing around.
Oh. So there's an Umber Hulk out there and just a bunch of creatures?
There's actually 2 Umber Hulks and a couple Neogi.
Whoa. So there's some Umber Hulks, 2 of them to be exact, and some Neogi on the other side of the room. The room across from where you built that wall, Coral, is empty, though. I don't know if we walk in there, they're going to hear us. And
I mean, they're probably waiting for reinforcements or something, right?
yeah, we could, Zartok or we could set them all on fire.
All right, so does anyone want to do anything this round? You're spending a lot more than 6 seconds talking here, so
Oh,
I'm going to advance this through the round unless anybody wants to do anything.
Can I break the window open to get my follower in here?
Sure, yeah.
I shouldn't be the one doing it, but I will. I'll try. So I guess I'll use my Staff of the Tiger to break it.
Okay,
Well, that was a natural 20 into 4, so that's an 11 total.
that'll do it.
Oh, wait.
So you break through the window.
Okay, cool.
And he's able to climb in. On his turn, he'll do that. That's what Coral's going to do this round. Anybody else want to do anything?
No.
So he climbs through the window. He maybe reaches out a hand for someone to help him and is careful not to touch the glass. He's wearing basically rags. He's got little scraps of leather that he's cobbled together. And he gets down on his hands and knees and says,
Oh, great goddess. Yes, you are the wonderfulest. I am Gugri the kobold. I am not worthy. Yes, I dance the dance of cosmic knowledge.
That's not.
and he begins twirling around with his hands reaching upward.
That's not necessary. You can stand up. You don't have to bow or anything. It's not necessary. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you being here. Might be other bad stuff coming.
Oh, nothing is bad when you are around because you are the greatest. I love you. I seek only to bask in your knowledge. As it is said, the wisest are the squirrels who hide their treasure and speak of it to no one. So says the liturgy.
Nope. I don't. You shouldn't hoard knowledge. You should share it. It's not. Don't hide your knowledge. Share it out with the world.
Oh, that is wrong.
That is wrong.
Oh, right. I must amend the liturgy. Oh, no.
Do you have this liturgy written down somewhere? Could I see it? I might have some edits.
Oh, there is no written word. There is no written word yet. It is too new. Only what can spread by word of mouth is all.
Okay, well, we're going to have a chat later, but now's not particularly the time.
Oh, yes, we must write it all down and always read the footnotes. Yes.
Oh, speaking of knowledge, is there like a way out of this camp through that window?
Yes, all of us must climb through Coral's magic window that she has made. Yes.
Oh, not quite what I was asking.
Here we are. Next round 5.
Isn't it kind of like symbolic that you had to break the glass so that her
follower could come
through? Because her symbol is
that's
the
deep.
glass.
That's deep, Chris.
Deep
I think
stuff.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry.
No,
We're the
don't
worst
be-
guardians
I
of glass ever,
I like
huh?
it.
Right?
I like it.
Break all
The
the glass.
All right. Here we are in round 5. You guys are all just sort of standing around. Aster, do you want to do anything?
So I just say with my free time to talk, guys, I think if we're going to do this, we should do this. Are we going to try to get over the walls that Coral made and go take out these creatures? And I'm going to fly closer to like where the dead body of the Great Old Master is. Like right, can I move myself? Yeah,
Yeah.
right around there with Sylphonia.
Does it take an action to drop concentration? It doesn't, right?
I don't think so.
At any time, no action required, according to Roll20.
Yep. Anytime.
And if you don't mind, I would like to cast a spell if we're going to get into combat again.
First of all, Coral, do you want to drop that wall?
I will drop the wall.
All right. Well, on your turn, we'll do that. Aster, you've moved. You want to cast a spell?
Yes, so I'm going to use my action to cast a level 2 spell, Mirror Image. When I cast Mirror Image, because of my connection to Sylphonia, we will both have doppelgangers of ourselves.
Right.
Nice.
So you both benefit from mirror image?
Mhm.
Wow, that's cool. Aster, you're flying. You can see a Neogi reaches around and closes the door outside.
That's probably fine.
They're going to try to kill us inside of here, everybody.
And Tara, do you want to do anything?
In response to what Aster said, Tara kind of motions at the dead old masters and said, "Oh, we did it. So we should probably get out of here now."
Yeah.
And she's going to, I don't know, try to walk around this dead body because I can have a movement. So
Sure.
let's get near everyone else instead of isolated.
Ethalondo says, yeah, so we getting out of here, man? I'm ready to go. Let's go. Or actually, we're supposed to wreak havoc and stuff. That'd be fun too.
Yeah, but maybe if we don't go out the doors that they know we would go out of.
Oh, okay. We'll go out go out a window or something.
That's my thought.
Right on. Yeah, let's do that. And then Theodora says, yeah, right on. Let's go. Out the window. We're going to go out this window next to Horn Dude here.
So rude.
Some stuff happens outside. Zartok, what do you want to do?
So these creatures, they die and their eggs eat their body. So Zartok's thinking that maybe we can't just leave the giant corpses here. Maybe there's a second thing we need to do. So he's keeping the fire on to torch up the Great Old Master of the South. Can Zartok make any knowledge check, intelligence check, something to know if we've stopped the process, or is there another thing we have to do to make it so that all the eggs don't hatch and eat their parent thing?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. Zartok rolled a 14, but he wants to do good. Should I use my divination roll? Is this important,
Yes.
or is this not important, gang?
I feel like it's important.
I feel like if it's true that we need to do more, then it is important, and I would not be mad if you used that roll because none of us otherwise thought about that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zartok's got a bad sense, like he's supposed to do something, so he'll use his 20 for a total of 21 to examine the creature.
Okay, you're examining both the Great Old Masters.
Yeah, he's trying to do this while keeping the fire going. He's keeping that other one cooking.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah, you look at the Great Old Master that is sort of slumped over the wall, partly on fire, and that one is truly cooked. It is done. If there are any hatchlings about to come out of it or anything, they are also cooked. It looks like it is effectively harmless. However, as you look at the one next to the party, the one to the north, you realize that it's sort of still burbling and moving, and it looks like something might be working its way out of it.
Gross.
Oh, that's not good. All right. Well, Zartok doesn't like that. And he says, what should he say? I gotta watch what I say here. Don't say anything inappropriate. Looking over my spells. Don't see anything really, really good. All right, Zartok's gonna fireball this thing.
Always a safe choice.
Yeah.
Let me know if I got to roll damage. It doesn't really explain what he's doing.
It doesn't really get a saving throw, but you can roll your damage.
Okay. Zartok's like, we're not finished here.
Lights the corpse on fire.
26 fire damage.
Okay. At that, a huge swarm of Neogi hatchlings bursts out of this creature, sending viscera and fragments of it all over the place. However, you have damaged it. You said 26 points of damage?
Yeah.
And it is badly burned by what you've just done. However, there's also some damage from the Great Old Master exploding. So I need everybody within 30 feet of it to make a dexterity saving throw. So that would be Zartok, the elves, Coral, the kobold, Terra. That also includes Aster and
flying in the sky.
Symphonia are up in the air. So they're not affected. So basically everyone has to make a dexterity saving throw.
It could have been good, but I have disadvantage. 12.
I did one better, 13.
I'm using a luck point because I rolled so poorly. Almost lower, 16.
Okay. I got to roll for the elves. Failed. Oh my gosh. Okay, so everybody failed.
Sure.
So you all take 14 points of bludgeoning and 14 points of poison damage for a total of 28. Except, of course, for Aster and Symphonia.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, everyone. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was going to work quite like that.
That's gnarly.
Gross.
And you are now covered in the bits of this creature, and there is a large unhappy swarm next to you. And I need to also mark your poor follower. There are too many combatants.
Delete them.
I'm going to have to delete some stuff.
Delete them.
There we go. That's so much better.
But just imagine it's still messy. Because it is.
It is. Bodies everywhere. It's a massacre.
Tarnoth says, "Oh, gotta kill another one? This is lame." And he attacks it. That hits. He does a puny amount of damage to it. And then he'll attack it again and miss. He says, "Wow, this swarm is like just as annoying as the old one. It's just bigger." And Coral, what do you want to do?
I keep the wall just for now. I made my con save anyway. And I'm going to cast Blight.
Whoa.
I need a Constitution save, DC 17.
Wow. Failed.
Yeah. We're not messing around.
42 damage.
Oh, okay. Coral just destroys it.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Nice.
Coral was not messing around.
So yet another swarm of Neogi just collapses to the ground, and the ground is now just covered with bits of Neogi everywhere. And that's the end of Coral's turn. Here we are in round 6. Aster, do you want to do anything?
I'm going to say, I don't know if I can fit Sophonia through a window. Maybe we could get out through a door and go around. And I'll try to see if there's a door around here that I can see with Sophonia in the sky. Because I've seen the other area, right, where they're all stationed.
There are some big windows that are 10 feet across.
Ah, okay, cool. So what I'll do is I'll go to a window that's huge, and I will whip it, and I will have Sophonia stomp it. Whip and stomp.
Crack that whip.
So you go up to this big window here?
Yep.
I'll assume you're able to break it open if you're both going to whip and attack the window.
Yeah, you just see 8 things whipping and stomping.
Yeah, that shouldn't be difficult to break through the window. So you've broken the window open. Gugri says,
Yes, break all the glass. Is that part of the liturgy? Break all the glass?
I mean, we happen to be in an area that has a lot of glass that we need to get out of or get you into. It's not part of the liturgy. It's just kind of what's happening at the moment.
Okay. Can I heal anyone?
Who looks the most hurt? I assume Tara.
Tara has a lot of health, but she, like others, have also had a lot of health taken from them.
What about the squishy wizard fellow?
I don't think he's much been hurt.
has Zartok been hurt?
Zartok is covered in gooey bits of little alien babies, and he doesn't look happy about it. He's wiping the goop off. He's like, yeah, I'm hurt a little bit.
I'll help this squishy wizard.
Great.
Your elf friends don't look like they're great either after that explosion.
Oh, darn it, I wish I would have known that.
I advise them to stay close to me, and I will heal on my turn.
All right, we're going to cast a Cure Wounds at 3rd level on Zartok. And the total is 18 hit points.
Nice.
Pretty terrible roll, actually, but that's all right. At that moment, Aster, you're flying around, and you see the front door open, and a creature comes flying through.
What? Flying?
And suddenly, a hole appears in Coral's wall. There's a flash of green light, and a hole appears in Coral's wall.
Rude.
And a creature floats into view.
Ooh.
Not that thing.
Oh, snap!
A purplish gray orb floats through the cloud of dust created by the wall being annihilated. The sphere has a single large mouth and a huge central eye, and several smaller eyes are mounted on stalks above its head.
Oh, no.
You're not going to ruin my operation here. I had to work with these vile Neogi for over 100 years to get this venture organized. I won't let you tear it down in just a few days.
And more Neogi are coming in through the doorway from the outside.
Oh my gosh, there's a cute little animal style campaign. Humblewood? What is this? What in furry sweet name is Humblewood campaign setting?
Kind of sounds tiny dungeonsy.
It looks very Tiny Dungeonsy.